Solar Flare. First off, are you ready for today?
Yes, I'm so fucking hyped to be here, dude. We just had a great session. I'm probably too smacked to be on camera. Right now, should I look at the camera? Should I look at the camera? Camera's better.
Either way works, huh?
Either way.
I feel the camera. Either way works. What were you doing today? How was your day today?
Well, it was really good as soon as I got here. I just worked like a whole ass shift at my job, but then once I got here, it got a lot better because I started recording with you guys, and the fucking session we just had was pretty killer. I got really experimental outside of my comfort zone, which is the whole fucking reason that I like recording with new people.
Alright, so first question is Chopstick the Starr Kid. Who is Chopstick the Starr Kid?
Chopstick the Starr Kid is me, and most importantly, it's like the artistic persona that I portray in my music. It's kind of like a space cowboy type, like.
That's
dude.
hard, bro.
So, because when I was like younger, I was like, what type of like name would a gunslinger in space have? Not like a rapper, like Billy the Kid or something like that. But it sounds like space too, and like that's when. Now a lot of people say chopstick is a gun, but that's when like Take Hay and like YABN Almighty J, I think, had that one song called Chopstick when I was like in high school. Those songs like popping off and like that first became introduced to the lingo, so I just like threw it in my name. But it wasn't originally that. Originally my name was YSM Chopstick, which was a reference to the original rap group I was in when I was in high school still.
What does YSM stand for?
It's a Yeats Keep Mafia. It was just shit.
That's fucking hilarious. For sure. That's dope. Alright. Second question. Like the last time I had an interview with Spacey, I kind of told them us as artists, we don't really think far ahead.
Yeah, shout out Spacey, by the way.
Shout out Spacey. So like, we usually think like 3 months ahead. We can't really think a year from now because who knows what's gonna happen a year from now. So like, what have the past 3 months in your life looked like?
The past 3 months?
Yes.
So my life's changed most drastically probably in the last year, but in the last 3 months, mostly I've honestly kind of gotten a full-time job, and like my process has been a little bit fucked, and I'm trying to get a little bit more back into recording the way that like I was, because like when a year ago I started recording really tough again, and it was like going really well, and like lately ever since I got a full-time job it's been a little bit harder. But the more I realized it, the more I realized that there's a full-time job being a musician of like being on your fucking computer doing all this shit. Like you need to be prepared to have a full-time job outside of recording.
Fuck yeah. So
I can't really like sit here and be like, I have a real job. I can't make music right now because like my real job is gonna have to be putting myself out there, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I can relate to that. And honestly, anything that misses it up just kind of switches with your flow, and it's kind of like, what the hell?
But the biggest change in the past 3 months has been like balancing just having to support myself with like still wanting to accomplish my dreams and how much fucking time that's gonna take.
Yeah. Damn. Question number 3. What is a solar flare flow?
Okay, I don't know where that initially came from. I think it was in a freestyle, but I think the bar I said it was like, ain't nothing hotter than my solar flare flow. But like it comes from, so if you, another thing I say is Solari. It's spelled Solarri. It's a word I like invented, which is like a being like composed of like a sun, or like a being that encompasses the energy of a sun. And it's like this weird, it goes into like some of the psychedelic trips I've had and some like spiritual shit that's happened to me and like where I derive my energy from, and it's really complicated. But that, the solar flare is kind of a reference to that.
That's dope as fuck. Alright, for sure.
On some starseed shit.
Question number 4. If you could describe your art / music in one word, what would it be?
One word?
Yeah.
Malicious.
Alright.
What were you gonna say?
Art and music influences.
Fuck. Alright. Number 1, I want to say this in an interview for a minute. Everyone who has not listened to his music needs to go out and listen to it right now. It's Chewy, spelled with 2 U's and 2 E's instead of a Y, CHUUWEE. 100% like my most influential artist in my personal style, specifically lyrically, even though you cannot tell when you listen to my music, because specifically like the Tip of the Tab album and the way that he uses metaphors to describe a psychedelic experience. It's kind of similar to the way that I use like science fiction metaphors to describe a spiritual experience in a weird type of way. But other than that, though, in terms of sonically, I've heard like a lot of like G59, like Puya. But I've rapped on drill beats before. I've like done more of an underground flow on UK drill beats. That shit's gonna come out pretty soon. And then shout out Food Product for the studio on that one too. And for like delivery, I feel like I definitely take some inspiration from drill in moments with like, I heard Griffin, when he was recording me, describe it as like a stutter step flow. But I also just think that like, I don't know, I think I kind of like have chucked a lot of the conventions out the window when it comes to flow patterns, and I'll just like throw shit at the wall. And specifically the thing that I don't think I take really any inspiration with anyone on, and I do whatever the fuck I want, it is ad-lib tracks. Like I will make the most insane noises in ad-lib tracks to the point where like the producer's like, I'm gonna mix the ad-lib track down because it's gonna be like way too much a part of the fucking song if nobody like does anything about it.
How long have you been involved in making music and art?
So I started rapping when I was like 16 or 17, I think, like junior year of high school. I don't know if I'm getting the dates exactly right. I'm so fucking lit. But basically I was kind of just like replicating what I was listening to. I wasn't that good. I was talking about street shit I wasn't doing, like everyone is when they start who's not doing street shit pretty much, it seems like nowadays. And like, I'm not gonna say everyone obviously, but like a lot of people. But like, and it just wasn't going super great. And then like I had a really bad mental health episode. Like I had a really, really, really bad, I'm bipolar and I had a really bad manic episode. And they put me on medication, but since it was a beta blocker, it blocked like 2 of my 5 dopamine pathways, and I couldn't make music for some reason because of my brain chemistry. Like I would try to rap, but I was so hard to catch a flow, and I tried to go off it, but I would like get kind of like fried. And finally, I just got to a point in my life where I was stable enough to just like not be on medication anymore, for everything to be chilling. And that's when I met Spacey and all of the like Clear Vision Collective boys. And as soon as I came back to it, I just was making my own like weird shit, like immediately. There was no transition period at all, which is really like one of the craziest things to me.
Question number 7. Where do you resonate from? Where do you come from, bro?
Oh, where do I come from? I am also straight out of 805, but the other side of it, Slow County. I grew up in Slow County.
Oh, no way.
I was born in Orange County, but we moved up here when I was like 2 or 3, so it doesn't really matter to me. I don't really think about it. But my parents, like, right now live out in Cambria. Oh, should I drop, like, super specific towns and shit? I'm just kidding. Fucking, but my family stays out in Cambria, which is by the beach, by, like, Hearst Castle and shit. It's, like, the last town to get to Big Sur. It's a sleepy-ass beach town. Like, there's not even any chain restaurants in the whole town or drive-thrus. There's 2 gas stations. It's, like, 1 street type shit. But then I went to high school in a little town near there, like a half an hour away from there, but more inland, called Templeton. And that was like all rural, like all hick shit. So I came up in high school, my little like high school come up, like high school celebrity thing is I dropped a diss track on the vice principal of my high school called Fuck Needham. Fuck Miss Needham, by the way, still. I just played that song live. Fucking, and that kind of like, that song, like, I was like messing around on SoundCloud, nothing was really happening, and I dropped that shit and just everyone in my household started bumping it. Shit got thousands of plays. And then my homie, who's the fucking principal's son, like, this fool like sends me a Snapchat video of his dad just sitting in his living room listening to the song. The principal of my high school.
Was he mad?
I didn't know if he was mad, but it seemed like some people were mad, so I yanked the song down for a couple months till I graduated and threw it back up. I don't know why I did that. If it happened now, I wouldn't have done that.
Honestly, he probably kind of liked it.
But no, he probably did. Everyone hated that bitch. But then, like, months later, I was meeting with her about something else, and she was like, oh, and by the way, I didn't really appreciate this song. And I was like, well, it was like a publicity stunt, basically. Like, and it worked, and everyone listened to it because fucking everyone in high school wants to hate their vice principal, and it was like perfect. And that's what you have to do as a musician, so I'm sorry. And she's like, oh, so you're saying you have to put other people down to like build yourself up? I'm like, that is not what the fuck I was just saying at all, you dumb bitch.
You take it like that.
Yeah,
I
but
thought
whatever.
you were gonna say, like,
Keep
it's
this
like,
whole.
yeah, I am. What's
I'm
the
so
fuck about
glad that we. Oh my god, I spilled the pee. Definitely keep that in. Fucking. I'm so glad that we got that story in there though, because that's like the Chopstick the Starr kid like high school era story that I have.
That's fucking funny. But question number 8, bro. What's your opinion on social media and music nowadays?
Oh my god, that is such a fucking insane question to unpack. My opinion on social media and music is that social media is sick that it allowed like independent musicians to connect with each other. But the issue is it allowed everyone to find music so fucking quickly that it's so saturated that it's so hard for anyone. Like, think about right now, if you had to like buy every song you were listening to a month from now, you'd probably still be listening to the same songs.
Low key.
But like right now, are you going to be listening to the same songs in a month? There's not a chance, right? So not necessarily social media, but the internet, it's made it easy to get music, which means musicians have to grind, but it's also made easier for them to network and make better music. So
you know
it's
what
like a double-edged sword to that.
Well, when we speak of when I hear that, you know what I always think about? It's crazy because if you look at the musicians from back then, bro, they were doing it like organic as fuck.
Yeah,
like, they were
for
literally
real.
having to, you have to like go over there and buy a fucking CD.
But
record.
they were also, there are some ways that it's more organic now because like the labels got involved early as fuck, but they still get involved early as fuck now. That's the thing that's scary is like nowadays it's like, okay, you're in a little underground collective and things are going on, but what happens when one person just wakes up and has like 250,000 plays on one song and then labels are hitting up one dude and then that's what's going on right now. Like you literally never know.
Yeah.
That's how that, and then it's like, and that would definitely like in a really tight-knit organized scenario, that's going to be good for everybody, but musicians have complicated egos and like you never really know how that's all actually going to play out, and we're getting to a point, all of us, where we're serious enough to have to actually start thinking about what would happen if someone were to get approached by a label. I feel like
We're all making it serious. But the question number 9, anybody you want to shout out?
yes, I do want to shout out many people, probably maybe not too many, I don't know. Shout out at Clear Vision Collective on everything. That's the hub. That's where you'll find everything. Shout out Euphoric Oddcats for having me here.
Yeah.
Shout out Spacey, King GFOD, Food Product, Clout God, Sad Boy John, emo Hero, everybody who was at the fucking show that we did. If I'm forgetting. Oh! And of course, Young Jeans. Shout out fucking Young Jeans. How could I forget Young Jeans, bro? Yeah, no, shout out to all the boys, all the Clear Vision Collective gang. Shout out to my girlfriend for always supporting me. Shout out to my mom for not liking it that I rapped when I talked about like drugs and sex, but liking it now because it's different. I'm just kidding. Mom, I love you. And then fucking shout out to all of us for working hella hard to like actually do this shit because it's not easy. Like
I appreciate you.
For sure. Reality, yeah.
Too much, but like show them behind the scenes, bro. We got Aiden.
Oh.
We got Aiden Ryan. We got Seth.
we got the drum kit.
We got the drum kit.
Drum kit.
Low key, we're recording. We're still making
Oh.
music as we're doing stuff. Always working. We got Exif, of course, in the back of the camera.
You know the vibes.
You know the vibe.
Shout out, so.
We're gonna. This is the last question, and then we got the 5 fast questions, and you don't know what it is. So the last question gets asked at every single question at the end of it.
Yes.
So question number 10 is, if you could go back 10 years and give younger you advice, what would it be?
When I was 10 years old, oh, Jesus, I don't even know what the fuck was going on when I was 10. Honestly, give me a sec. I would probably tell myself sometimes it's better to just listen than to talk. And I think I need to tell myself that now.
I like that. That's the next step. Fast questions. Current favorite artist?
Chewy.
For sure. Favorite ice cream?
Fucking cookie dough.
Joints or blunts?
Mint chip.
Oh.
Blunts.
For sure. Favorite instrument?
Fucking probably the vibraphone because no one knows what it is. I played it in high school.
Dope as fuck. Pac or Biggie?
My classic hip hop history is bad and it wouldn't be fair for me to choose, and I'm just going to admit that here.
Alright, that's good. Alright, and those are 5 questions for the USC.
Yo,
Okay.
we're doing it live!
Wait. I'll give you a count in.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, did Kitty be going like too damn insane to ever be quitting, spitting and never be written? It's all off the dome. I be the poet with my fucking bullets that just hit home. Shit, you know, neck, bop, neck, wrist, nose, it all be frozen. Bitch, you know shit. Wait, run around town in a motherfucking phone and that shit was stolen. You know I admit it. Yeah, you know I should be too late to quit it. Stop killing me, hit it. Wait, yeah, going insane and I'm doing a race. Bitch, yeah, CBC, that be the clanking of shit. Yeah. Wait, alien doing a race. Motherfuck you ain't even getting no pay. Star get out of my lane. Yeah, okay, CVC, EOC, that be my game.
Okay, that's it. That was fun.